John was working in his science lab, got blasted by gamma rays. Now he's Smash Trivia John, always smashing. He's friends with Ruffalo, crushing on Maslany, and also Sydney Sweeney. John's here saying, hello my gamma friends, welcome to the show, the Gamma Analysis Podcast.
Smash.
Hello, my Gamma friends. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Smash Trivia John. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram by searching Smash Trivia. I'll be the one with the big old green head in the profile picture. This is the Gamma Analysis. Basically, I'm going to review everything Hulk, all the movies, TV shows, and I also do random other geeky films. Hope you enjoy Smash Trivia Presents the Gamma Analysis. I want to ask everyone listening to please do something for me. Please share the hell out of this podcast with all your friends. If you don't, Hulk will be angry. Now let's smash right into this episode. Today I'm gonna review Idle Hands, and I'm with Thayne from Twitter as my guest. So how you doing, Thayne?
I'm doing good. Yes, I am Thayne from Twitter. I'm also Thayne from YouTube. I've only done like one video, but I'm hoping to get some reviews out there within the next month or so.
So
Yeah.
definitely check out Thayne and on both Twitter and YouTube.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming you probably have a link to your YouTube on your Twitter.
I should, yeah.
So which when this episode releases, I'll be tagging you in the post for it, so people should be able to find you easily.
Yeah, sure thing. That sounds good.
All right. So this is the first time I've ever watched Idle Hands. It's a film I've wanted to watch for years, but I just finally got around to it. I think it's a really fun film. I do think there's some very problematic aspects to it, though.
Yeah, I agree with you. There were specifically you gave me several options for like what we could talk about. Specifically, two things that drew me to this movie. One, this was the lowest rated movie out of the bunch you picked, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of because it's always fun to like see those things that are underrated and see like it they could because it could easily be like a favorite. I think for me, I've in the past usually picked like for like things like the highest rated because it's like it's a lot of time it's good. That's how I found one of my favorite films. I dream in another language. I speak kind of fast, sorry.
It's all right, I don't mind.
The second thing that drew me towards Idle Hands was that it has Devon Sawa. I'm not really like a big horror fan. It's not that I'm not afraid of it's not that I'm afraid of horror. It's just that I don't consistently watch horror. I consistently watch like Chucky stuff, and Devon Sawa played the like doctor guy in Cult of Chucky. He played the drunk dad in Chucky season 1. He played like I think like a nun in the second season, and I'm presuming he's in the third season.
Yeah, so he plays so many characters in the Chucky show. In season 1, he both plays as a drunk dad and also the uncle in the show.
I forgot about that.
And then season 2, he's a priest. Season 3, he plays the president of the United States.
I was kind of thinking that would make the most sense, but I wasn't sure if that was the actual thing they would have done.
I love the Chucky show. So it was really cool again to go back and see like a film from when and Devon Sawa was younger. He was a lot of fun in this. When I say that there's problematic elements to this, there are two different particular things that I want to bring up. One, there are some jokes that definitely do not age well. Like there are some very anti-LGBTQ jokes, and also and also one near the end that I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a trans joke or if it's just supposed to be a sexist joke.
Oh, are you talking about the nurse thing?
Yeah, the nurse thing, because I
Uh,
know because it could easily just be a sexist thing because there are nurses who are dudes.
yeah, I think that was the implication. I have no idea.
But
I
the other thing though that is very problematic in the film that I want to bring up is that the film sexualizes an underage actress.
Oh, wait, what? Ray, really? I
Jessica Alba, when she was filming this, she was only 16, 17.
oh, I never knew that.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't.
like I last night as I was watching it for the first time, I was in I was like I really enjoy your scenes. I posted something on Twitter about it, and then afterwards I was like, maybe I should take the time to look up how old she was when she was doing this film because I know she was young when she did it, and I'm upon looking, I found that she was 16, 17. I was like, I immediately he deleted the post off Twitter because like, I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah,
With that post anymore.
yeah. Um, I will say like there is like a problem where like underage characters with like older actresses sometimes happens, but at the very least, if it's done like that, it's not like actually like objectifying like actual like kind of teenagers. But
Mm-hmm.
like with this, it's like just
Yeah,
finding out about that
like
just crazy.
yeah, and I think it makes it even worse, like that. Um, so she was underage when filming this, but Devon Sawa was in his 20s when filming this. Is so I find it a little strange them pairing them together.
Yeah, there was also a joke in the movie where like he that like dude I forgot his name. He was the kind of like he was the guy with like the like uh,
The the
he the rocker
jock.
dude. Yeah, yeah. I think like yeah, and he was like, "Hey, are you still in high school?" Or and I was like, "Oh, okay." He is kind of like characterized as a sleazebag, but then he gets what he wants at the end. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
If I could compare that
It
the
was
Jessica
a,
Alba, sorry.
that was an interesting character though, because I'm like, because I'm kind of wondering if he was not exactly straight because of one particular moment of the film where he asked if these two dudes jerked each other off. And he was like, "But did they?" Like, which kind of surprises me that a film like this would have had a character that could possibly have not been totally straight.
To be honest, I think that like he's just has like zero riz. He does not
Mm-hmm.
know how he does not how to up himself. Uh,
Oh man.
he literally goes up to a girl and is like, "Hey, you feel bad for these? You wanna do something?" But if I could compare the Jessica Alba thing, I watched Modern Times for like my film class, and I really loved the movie. I thought the romance was like pretty like it was a pretty like kind of cute thing. It's do you know Charlie Chaplin?
Yeah, I've heard of him. I've never actually watched any of his
Yeah,
films, but
yeah,
since I don't
yeah.
watch many films from like the 30s.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah.
I still had the like DVD from like my college's library. So I went when I was with my friends, I was like, "Hey, why don't we watch this movie?" And specifically one thing they brought up was like I didn't notice it before, but the character was underage. Like and they she's given like a name, I guess, that's kind of like meant to represent that, but the character that Charlie Chaplin plays is like an adult and he is also an adult. And it turns out I think the actress also was his wife or like girlfriend or like something like that. But Charlie Chaplin apparently has also been like I'm sorry, I want to bring up like heavy subjects to your
No, I
podcast,
don't mind. I don't mind at
but
all.
Charlie Chaplin is like like maybe not a good person,
I
but
wouldn't be surprised.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure or
yeah.
most of the actors who were on the 1938, I think it was Wizard of Oz film that's so famous. I'm pretty sure a lot of those actors are pretty shitty people since um the actress playing Dorothy was like 14 or something, and all of the male actors are sexually harassed her on that set.
Oh, I've never watched Wizards of Waverly Place growing
No,
up.
no, no, Wizard of Oz.
Oh, Wizard of Oz.
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
yeah,
Um, yeah, that it sucks.
yeah.
You know,
It's sad to see that, but it's not terribly surprising with older films.
yeah.
Oh,
Um, so I do kind of actually think, I also want to talk about things that I liked about the
oh
movie.
yeah, yeah.
It,
Obviously, yeah.
um,
I actually really liked the film.
yeah,
Other like there are, as I said, there are those problematic moments, but I did actually really like the film. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I think like I'm kind of a fan of the Child's Play movies. I have my problems with it. I think my main problem is like when you watch the first two movies, they're kind of like they're very like heightened because of the like whole voodoo doll aspect, but at the same time there is sort of a real drama to those characters. And then I feel like after that it never really goes back to that. Like it teeters between like the balance of like comedy and kind of like that like real, like earnest feeling. And I feel like at least the
Uh-huh.
Chucky show kind of replicates that, but it has some of its fallings in my
Oh,
opinion. I haven't watched season two yet, but I did enjoy season one. I just had a few problems with it. But like when I watch this movie, and that was a car probably driving by, I don't know if I might pick that
yeah,
up.
it's fine.
But when I watch this movie, Idle Hands, I it's so unbelievably campy. I just really love it. Like you can
Uh,
just tell that this is just not like something you're supposed to take 100% seriously. It's just so fun. Like I think the moment like he walks downstairs, he just doesn't see all the blood. Like it's just so
oh
funny.
God, when he's making himself a sandwich.
Like
God.
here's the thing. I was kind of I was kind of in that space when I was like living on my own. I'm still living on my own, but like when I'm doing like my actually, funny thing, yesterday I was eating cereal. I kind of have like a lot of like dishes I need to do. So I forgot to I thought I cleaned my spoon, so I was eating my cereal with it. I was like, why is there like a crunch? And I looked at my spoon, and I was like, oh, I didn't wash this. I'm an idiot. So I guess I did kind of mess up in that way, but at least I wasn't actually eating blood.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that's
I think my
yeah.
favorite part about that was when like he was so afraid he brought his dog for comfort as in push.
God.
And I do have a question. Did is it implied that he killed the dog because it just kind of doesn't show up after?
I don't know. Oh, if he killed the dog,
I'm assuming the
but
cat's
also,
dead.
yeah, also like the cat, he runs after the cat to try and iron fight, and then just doesn't actually find it. Doesn't seem to care.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Um,
that was
it was this film is like this film is definitely wacky. I also like I just like you. I definitely thought of the Child's Play movies and the Chucky TV show while watching it. Like it definitely does feel very similar to those. And there was actually a particular moment where I was like, wait, that looks like it might be the same design as one of the dolls from that at the doll that they have for Glenn slash Glenda and
oh yeah
in the
the
Chucky movies looked one of the dolls that the hand possessed as quickly near the end looked very similar to the doll that they used for that in the Chucky movies.
I saw it more as kind of like Slappy from like the
Yeah, I
what are
definitely
the
saw a
boost
bit of that too.
where
Oh
oh
yeah.
yeah, Goosebumps, the Goosebumps books, but
Mhm.
also when I like during that scene, before I watched the movie, I actually caught a spoiler, and it was like this character is so like relatable for immediately punching the doll the moment he sees it. And I like the moment where like the hands in like one of the other puppets, and it just does like the angry face out of nowhere.
Oh, that's great. Oh, one thing that I think they don't really like explain in well. Like they did say what happened, why these characters are back, but I feel like it can't be as actually as simple as what was said. And the his two best friends who he killed and then they came back to life. I feel like there should have been more of an explanation than them just saying, "Oh, we just decided not to go to heaven."
You can
If
just do
that was
that.
the case, then why is the world not filled with people who are decided not to go to heaven?
Um, yeah, that is something I was kind of thinking about, but also I want to bring up that the more unrealistic thing is one of the characters' names is Peanut, and I don't I was kind of like I thought that was like a caption error. I thought somebody like misspelled the name, but no, it's actually fucking Panab. And who was the other guy's name?
I don't remember.
I
I'm so bad with character names.
Yeah, I remember like when I was trying to watch Reservoir Dogs for the first time, I thought I like had trouble keeping track of the names, so I thought like I had to keep track of them for the whole movie. The moment I got like 5 minutes past, they're all dead. I didn't have to pay attention to the names. I wasted time worried about nothing.
Uh, oh,
Um,
do you watch any superhero movies?
oh yeah, I watch superhero movies, so I looked it up also.
I was when you say that I was thinking about just imagine your reaction action watching the Suicide Squad since they do that exact same thing with at the beginning of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. And so I looked it up. The name of the guy was N Mick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
which one was which I thought it was also really cool seeing these very young versions of those two actors as one of those is Seth Green and who has gone on to play so many iconic roles uh, my the one that comes to mind first for me because I watched this movie so many times growing up is the museum guy from Scooby Doo 2, which was so that was cool. And then the other one is played by the guy who plays Foggy in the Daredevil series.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's who he plays. He plays like Foggy.
yeah. In the Daredevil show, he was the actor who played Foggy.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
I was really cool seeing a younger version of him. And I think I find it so funny. Just like those two guys, they were so okay with just cooking a burrito in a bunch of blood.
I
Like
think
what?
I think one of my favorite parts was when like they just for no reason they just knock out their friend with a shovel. Like he wakes up, goes downstairs. Hey man, sorry we hit you with that shovel.
Yeah.
I will say you brought up the heaven thing because like I was also confused. I was like when like the head showed up on like from the ground, I literally thought that it was like his dad. And oh uh I think it for some reason changed my speakers to the microphone again, changed it back so I should be able to hear you again. Can you try
Uh,
speaking?
yeah. You can hear me?
Yep, I
All
can
right.
hear you.
All right. Oh, and um, what one scene and just because of the thirsty guy I am, I definitely enjoyed was the scene in the car, are with the two people in clown posse paint.
Oh, I thought that was more like Kiss makeup, like the band.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out a way to describe it. I wasn't actually saying they were trying to look like that.
Oh,
But
gotcha.
yeah, but I definitely enjoyed that scene.
Oh
And
yeah,
the I think
I like those two cop characters.
oh yeah,
Very, very
that's
deviant.
it's so hilarious how our main character or he actually asked them, "Are you guys holding?"
And I love how they just immediately have a grudge against him because he never invited them to like smoke weed.
Yeah, but even if they did have weed, it, they wouldn't have given it to him, because and not just because they're cops, but because I don't think anybody is going to just share weed with somebody who's not their friend.
Well, to be fair, I think that Anton is a very stupid person. I think the scene of him going downstairs like a goober, listening to music, is
It
purposely establishes that.
reminds me of like how I've heard so many times people be like, "Oh, you should worry about people putting drugs into candy for trick or treaters." It's like no, nobody wants to share their drugs. Why would they want to share their drugs with children?
Well, some people just do it like for like a very like kind of sick reasons. Not sick as in
I
like
just don't.
yeah,
I
radical.
just think things like that and things like the old idea of razor blades. I think it's much more rare than what parents want children to believe.
I think that the razor blades in Apple is like more trouble is like it's more trouble than you ought to put into like doing that.
Yeah,
You're gonna bleed. You're gonna cut yourself on that.
the I kind of feel like I feel like parents saying that is just an excuse for them to be able to take more candy out of their children's buckets to have for themselves.
Oh, perhaps that might be a good like reason, but well, not a good reason, but like sort of like that might be like a reason. But something I also want to praise about the movie, I enjoyed the physical comedy because
Yeah.
you could obviously like I imagine it's like be very kind of complicated to essentially pretend like your own hand is crazy,
Oh yeah.
and it's so much fun. Especially because like he's just act like this like fucking lunatic. Meanwhile, the girl is like, "Oh hey, hi
Yeah.
there."
Yeah. Like I kind of feel like she's more of a lunatic than him because
She's a freak.
yeah. Because what the hell? Who in their right mind is like, oh, you are covered in blood. Let's fuck.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like she must be one insane person. Um, I also really like to praise for the film is the effects because everything looked so good,
Yeah.
like the severed head and the hand. And it all just looked great. It honestly, even though I'm not sure how they actually would have gotten these things to move if it was practical, but I feel like it was practical. It really felt like it was practical
Yeah.
effects.
They actually did cut off Seth Green's head and yeah, they puppeted it. It's like when they like killed Hugh Jackman and they skinned him alive and then they pit coat his
Oh
bones in
no.
metal so that Ryan Reynolds could beat up people with them.
Yeah. Oh man, I
I'm
love
so
the moment when Seth Green's character actually gets the bottle stuck in the vent.
yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. There was also great physical comedy with those two characters, especially like it's like they just think that everyone just thinks it's a costume, and also like it's a bit awkward being like a head on, but like being headless and then having it forced back
Yeah.
on. Yeah, like I can imagine how they would get like the kind of like food to come out of the like neck, but it is like kind of
Mhm.
impressive because you have to
Oh
think about like
yeah.
the way they would apply that makeup to make it appear like it's actually a severed head.
Yeah, and it's and a sign that I always wonder about when watching films is what are they actually like using for the using for these for different like gross out things, because obviously they're not going to be using real innards coming out of someone. It makes me wonder like what were they using like that, and then like also makes you also then another thing that I'm like I feel like they probably did not do for real is having Devon Siwa uh drink soap.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. That was I love that part. It's like so gross.
Yeah, the oh man, the
Do
I
you
love
uh do you think that when like Tom Hardy was doing improv for like Venom, he like watched Idle Hands to like prepare himself in the role of like a guy who has to like
feedback.
deal with like a parasite in his body?
I could see that. I definitely. Um. Um. I feel like he's probably done some other role before that that had some kind of similarity because he has played so many crazy roles in his career.
Yeah.
The let's let's see what else I want to talk about.
I like the little like kind of joke of like, oh, it's gonna be a sequel, but then it's just like, nah, they were just fucking with them. They painted on the ceiling.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
I like how they like um how all the jokes about these twins who got killed and like um somehow they had somehow the ears from these twins got into one of the people's bags of food, even though those twins had never been at the house at all in the film.
Oh yeah.
um they,
To
oh
to be honest, I want like a horror movie about like a horror comedy movie about like a stoner in that situation. Like get put the dude into a horror movie. Just do it like this, where it's like an actual slasher or something, and he just like bum around like a fucking buffoon.
oh man. And I love how like at the beginning of the film, oh, his friends has like tricked him into coming over, or telling him that oh they'll give him some weed if he comes over. Nope, nope, you're not getting our weed. Uh, oh man, and um, I love how one of the other guys was even though he's dead, he was still trying to get with this one girl, and and the other one is just like I feel like that's kind of illegal, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, and watching, I'm like, I mean, kind of, but I feel like it is sort of different if they're undead and not just actually dead. I feel like there
Yeah.
would be a difference legally
Yeah.
with it. I mean, he can consent, and so there's. I don't think there's the same problem as there is with necrophilia.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh. Ugh. I find it really funny how the how that they just they the lady who is coming to try and deal with this evil, they just hit her with their car and left.
I want to bring up how like they just started moving and it somehow just like flung her like a few feet back, and I don't think they even noticed she was there. Like I think the car was like too high for them to even see her.
Yeah, they heard inside happen and they're like,
Yeah.
"What's that?" Oh, I don't care.
Uh, I
It's
I
okay.
Yeah, when she was introduced, I was like confused. Like it's essentially just kind of like a B story where it's like this woman, she's like wearing a nun outfit, then she takes off her outfit, and then she's like, "Oh my God, it's Satan!" And then and then she explains everything. It's like, oh, okay, that doesn't make sense, but it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Uh,
Um,
and like she was this whole time acting like, she has this way to save the person from the hand. Nope, she just was going to kill him.
yeah, that was really funny.
Oh man. Uh,
And then like the guy goes from like, well, it's just kind of extreme to yeah, kill him.
yeah. Oh man.
And I did kind of like the like whole thing where it's like, he tries to cut off his hand to prevent evil, but then like it still ends up
Yeah.
doing stuff. I expected that. It made the most sense. 'Cause I was actually wondering how long it would be until he actually decided to cut off his hand.
Yeah, that one thing I feel like would have been interested to see would have been I think would have been funny to see would be having a scene where since I'm assuming that when he's asleep the hand just has complete control over his body.
Yeah.
Uh, I I think it would have been funny if we had like a scene where like he goes to sleep. The hand just takes over his body, and like maybe like he walks downstairs. As his friends are and like sitting in the living room, like they notice him, and the hand just has him go outside. I had to go kill people. And I can just imagine his friends be like, I don't care about
Yeah,
your dad.
yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be really funny. Uh,
um, I did really enjoy the at the end his friends becoming guardian angels
oh yeah.
for him. That was hilarious. Um,
Um,
which I
uh,
kind of wish that we had like a sequel to the film where it was them as guardian angels bugging him the whole time.
yeah. Uh, yeah, they're doing all these sequels and remakes. Why not a sequel remake of Idle Hands?
Oh man. And trying to think what else. What else? Oh, the principal for the high school. That was hilarious. How he was killed.
Yeah. Uh, it,
Oh
yeah,
man.
I was sort of like, oh, I feel you. Oh, oh, yeah, that was crazy.
Oh
It re-
man.
I think the most like kind of other relatable thing like that is when you watch the first Child's Play movie and it's like a detective trying to like outsmart Chucky like trying to kill him and then the knife just goes between his like man bits and it's like oh so close and he's just sitting on top of the seat like with his feet on it trying
Oh,
to avoid like getting sliced.
Oh my god. Oh, man. The Chucky movies are so good. And the Chucky series as well. Honestly, out of all of the Chucky stuff, I think the series is the best thing in my opinion.
Uh,
I love the series.
yeah, I need to watch the series soon. Well, I mean, I watched first season. I just mean I want to like actually watch
Yeah.
season two and season three.
And it's sad that that it doesn't seem like it's ever going to be coming back. But because it is such a fun show. And I love to see different Chucky shenanigans. Um, let's see. Oh,
Yeah, I might have a review of that up in the next year.
nice.
Me and my friend are actually doing a video on the Child's Play movies, 1 to 7. Hopefully, like we were hoping to do it around Halloween, but essentially we might have to like push it a bit forward, which
Okay.
is fine.
Yeah, understandable. let's see what else I want to talk about. I love how the hand put the mom and dad into their Halloween decoration.
Oh yeah.
That was
I
hilarious.
didn't I didn't pay attention to those decorations at first, so like I didn't notice if you could see them in those
Yeah, I didn't
decorations.
see. I didn't check whether you could see them or not. But yeah, that was got cool. Trying to think. Um, let's see what else do I want to say. I love that they defeated the hand by getting it high.
Yeah, that was that was great.
Oh man, um, one like kill that was I thought was funny, but also like really cool looking effects was the band player at the dance when his hair got pulled off. I thought that was really funny and cool looking.
Yeah, it was a pretty good effect. It was also very abrupt, so it's like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Though I was like wondering afterwards. I'm like, would that actually immediately kill someone? I don't know because like that
Maybe,
doesn't seem like it like any actual like vital organ or anything. I hit the brain is still fine inside the head.
well,
I'm wondering if it was literally he just got like the shock of it of
yeah,
that happened and killed him.
I'd assume that he'd probably pass way out from shock and then just die
Mm,
out from like blood loss.
probably. I love how the nobody was willing to believe him, and then immediately the head the hand was I had made sure that or everybody knows. Yeah, he's telling the truth. Oh man. So is there any like last things you'd like to talk about the film?
Um, can't think of anything. Um, I'll admit I'm a bit tired. I hope likes my
That's all right. That's
commentary
all right.
last. Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
yeah.
Um,
This was fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, everyone, please, please check out Thayne, on both Twitter and YouTube. I bet she's got some really fun on content coming. I'm definitely looking forward to that Chucky video. Yeah. So and thank you for listening. If you like this gamma analysis, please give a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or a 5-star rating on Spotify. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the episodes. Please let me know. If you'd like to listen to more from me, please subscribe. Many more gamma analysis from me coming, so keep on the lookout. This again is your host, Smash Jerry John, signing off.